Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 7 of the Leverkusen career mode here on FIFA 18. We start with a game against promoted Düsseldorf. We then follow that up by heading into the month of November with a game against Augsburg and then Rasenballsport Leipzig at home. One of the strongest teams with regards to their financial clout in the season. Theoretically, on paper, one of the strongest teams on the grass as well, but they're only 9th in the table right now. We've got Leipzig who are 9th, Augsburg who are 10th, and then Düsseldorf who currently sit in 16th, having only picked up 5 points so far this season. So that's very much a winnable game. Augsburg and Leipzig, I'd like to think, are winnable games as well. We currently sit 3rd in the table. We haven't won a league game in 5 games. I'd like to put an end to that particular run with this one against Düsseldorf. We did, of course, end our streak of a winless run in all competitions by winning in the Deutsche Pokal yesterday. But back to league action today and hopefully back with 3 points on the board. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this series or any World Cup stuff that goes up. Julian BRANDT still unfortunately unavailable for the time being, but he should be back by the time we get to that Leipzig game, if not before. Rensing in goal for Düsseldorf, 4 at the back for them. Of all the teams, I would have expected perhaps a newly promoted side to be more defensive and go 5 at the back like a number of the other sides have, but it's the 4-2-3-1 for them with Hennings up top. It's not a very strong side. There's no real surprise that they are where they are in the league table. Let's go and compound their misery. Here's Hennings. He's got men in the middle to aim for, waiting for the cutback. Oh, he thought about it. He definitely thought about it. The header is on target and saved by BRANDT Leno. He just slowed slightly, which made me think he was going to cut back inside and then kept on running. Very well done by the winger. That's off target this time from Ayhan. 0-0 after 7 minutes, but Düsseldorf with the opening chances of the game. To be fair, this is like a real local derby. I don't know how much animosity there is between the two sides, but Düsseldorf is literally like less than 5 miles from Leverkusen. When you go to a Leverkusen game, at least when I went to a Leverkusen game with Chelsea a few years ago, you fly to Düsseldorf. So and it's literally like right next door. You've got Düsseldorf, Leverkusen, and then there's another town, I think it's Cologne, that's just down the road as well. So a few teams in close proximity to each other in the area, but Leverkusen currently the best of the 3 sides. Köln relegated in real life and Düsseldorf coming up, so still 2 sides from the region in the Bundesliga in the top flight, but now it's Düsseldorf and Leverkusen rather than Cologne or FC Köln and Leverkusen. But yeah, you guys will have to let me know, any German viewers out there, what's the rivalry like between Leverkusen and Köln and Düsseldorf? Is there much of a rivalry, or do they not really care too much about each other? You'll have to let me know, because I'm genuinely not sure. Mario could feed that through there. It's nicely done. Folland, Sealy on Bailey. Under control, then the shot. Well held by Rensing. Corner for Düsseldorf. Raman to deliver, which he does, and does well. And they lead. Karaman in the box, headed from the edge of the 6-yard box, and it's 1-0 to Düsseldorf, the visitors. It's not the first time they've had a chance from a corner, but they have buried it this time around. Very good header, and we find ourselves behind. Ran in from the edge of the box and just he's flicked that on nicely. It's a good goal. Fair play, 1-0. Here's Kiantz. Nice ball through, trying to outmuscle him. Oh, somehow the ball has dropped here for Hennings. It's a really tame effort. After he gets lucky with the way the ball bounced around and ended up falling to him in a really good position, he has to do better there. Look to play that through. I should have played that over the top. I've not been good enough in this opening half an hour here. I'm really struggling against Düsseldorf. I don't really know why. I just can't seem to get any sort of flowing moves put together. Hopefully that changes sooner rather than later. Volland drops his shoulder, arriving as Lars Bender. He does love to arrive late in the box from that holding role. He's scoring a number of goals for me this season, Lars Bender, and I'm very, very pleased with the captain's contribution. Kevin Volland turns, lays it into him, and on his left foot again, into the back of the net. We are level. He's flicked that on well there, Karaman, and Hennings is in. Sven Bender with him. He's gotten away from me. There's a man at the back post that he should have used. A real wasted opportunity. for Düsseldorf there. That was the obvious thing to do, to square it across. Alario wins the aerial battle, as he almost always does. He's taken a bit of a knock from it though, but hopefully he's okay. It'll work this inside into Lars Bender. Can he return the favour? Looking for Kevin Volland. Well, that's Mitchell Weiser. So no is the answer. Henriks will deliver the ball into the middle, and it'll be Bailey off the post. I don't know what the first man was doing. He went for the spectacular and got nowhere near the ball. Alario brings that down well. Finds Bailey. I've got support. Can we get ourselves in front before half-time? Aaron Gies tried to find Kevin Volland but can't squeeze it through. Wins it back again, but I have a funny feeling we might not be able to create anything else before the end of the half. The stoppage time is ticking away at quite a rapid rate, although we are looking like we're going to get in behind again. I'll just give it a crack from Alario, but it's wide of the target. We'll be level at half-time. Right. Oh, Alario's got the space to run into. Has he got the legs to get there? I'm not sure Mitchell Weiser will have the legs to get onto the end of this. Tight angle. It's not going to fall to anyone, unfortunately. Only option I had really there was to shoot, but it was always going to be odds in the keeper's favour in that situation. Alario's showing good hold-up play there, and we'll find Kevin Volland. So many white shirts around me here. Lars Bender will get this shot off, but I wish I hadn't shot. Tart into Bender. In the corner to Alario. Volland. Don't back off me. He will hit him. Bender. Oh, a lovely ball into Mitchell Weiser. I'm going to drill this across the box. Rammel in the way. Corner is just over 20 minutes to go. This second half has just seemingly disappeared in front of my eyes. But Kevin Volland arguably should have done better with that header. Wasn't overly heavily challenged for it. God, my defender certainly should have done better there. Henriks hasn't done well, but Sven Bender cuts it out brilliantly. Should I have gone 2-1 up there? I'm not sure. Weiser will look for Volland here. He was onside. Pull it back. Alario. Oh, lovely touch. Alario off the bar. Oh, the amount of times I'm hitting the woodwork in this save is really starting to become quite frustrating. Did it 3 times in one game in the last episode, or the episode before that. Still, the woodwork denies me. And through the gap there. Volland will use the right back first. We'll go back to Kevin Volland here, actually. There's Aaron Gies. And Alario. Volland will keep that run going. Keep going, Kev. And again around the outside. And again, maybe, are you onside? The answer is no. The ball is in the back of the net for a second time, but it will not count. Havertz will throw back there to Wendell. Aaron Gies has come short. Giving himself as a good option there. Alario, can I get a little back heel? It wasn't a back heel, but Volland could save, and the defender reacts first. Can't get there on the far side. Aaron Gies again. I'll look all the way out wide here to Kai Havertz. Pull it back, looking for a teammate. Oh, Golovin couldn't quite get there. It's been a game of very nearlies. We very nearly scored, but it came off the bar. We very nearly were on side when the ball went in the back of the net last time, but it was just off and it didn't count. And we very nearly came close to 3 points here, but it looks like we're going to get just a draw. Unless on this attack, I can do something. Alario, outside is Kai Havertz. Fresh legs. Into the box. Kai Havertz, there's the cross. And it's to absolutely no one. Sabotka will clear. Fink will look to complete the clearance, and I don't really think there's going to be time for them to create anything else. They'll try and dink it over the top. Jonathan Tah will win that header. Always confident that he'll do that. He cuts out the ball as well, but before I can get the ball up the other end, it's going to be the end of the game. A 1-1 draw. How many times have I drawn a game 1-1 in the Bundesliga recently? 11 shots, 6 on target, just a singular goal. Another draw, another point, another game without a win in the league. Let's go and right that against Augsburg next. Benitez in goal for Augsburg. Max at left back is a player we were previously interested in. We've got Sami Khedira's brother there in the midfield with Andre Hahn on the right hand side and Shiba up top, former Dortmund striker. They mentioned in commentary that they don't concede many goals. Now, the last time we played a team that don't concede many goals, we ended up with a 1-1 draw. So we'll have to see if we can do better here against Augsburg than we did in that one against Nuremberg. Forward to Bender. Lars Bender into Kevin Volland. Now, Julian Brandt is back for the first time in 3 weeks now. And the first thing he's done is get in the way of lofted ball over the top. It's not exactly how I envisaged him bringing himself back into the first team picture. Oh, Julian, please. He's still got the little plaster symbol next to him, so I'm going to have to be careful. I won't play him for the full 90, just to make sure that we lessen the risk of him picking up a secondary injury. But Oh, post. Bellarabi, cross. Oh, I can't get there. Wow. Again, woodwork hit for me in this Leverkusen series. I probably would have scored twice as many goals as I have done so far if it weren't for the woodwork getting in the way. I look for Volland here and flick it round the corner. It was meant for BRANDT, but it's not going to reach him. Here's Henriks. Into Lars Bender. I'll lay that in front of Barangies. It's not Barangies, it's Golovin who's playing in his place. And Golovin bangs that top bins. We lead away from home against Augsburg. It took ages for his first goal to come from Golovin, but now he's picked up his second, and that one's very impressive as well. The first was a simple half volley in the box from about 5 or 6 yards. This one, on the edge of the box, about 20 yards out, and he's pinged that right into the top left-hand corner. Striking a cross goal, the keeper's unsighted almost as it goes behind the defender and man Julian Brandt in front of him. Pick that out, boy. 1-0. Here's Heller. Into Sheba. Oh! Thought for a moment that was going to find the corner, but thankfully it went wide. Not far away at all there, actually, from Julian Sheba. Let's keep an eye on him on that left foot. I don't want him doing that again. Next time he might find the back of the net. Dragovic trying to get it off him here. Sheba just powering through, but we've finally broken the ball away from him. And now, on the counter-attack, you don't catch Leon Bailey in a straight foot race. Volland. Lay that in front of Julian Brandt. Please get there, Julian. It's going to drop to Bailey. Into Golovin. He's not going to do it again, surely. He's not going to do it again. No, he's not going to do it again. Ricks. Into Volland. Through the gap to Bender. Oh, and again. And the man at the back post can charge in. Bellarabi! Nope. Max. Rising first at the back post. Or rising highest, at least. Bailey with the delivery, though. And Weiser with a header. Oh, really not far wide at all. Nice little back heel. Bender. Into Volland. Keep that run going, Leon. He has done. Leon Bailey. I'll drill it across the box. Oh, Julian! Why slide? Why slide? If he stays on his feet and just keeps running, it's a simple side foot stroke finish. Oh, he's ruined that, Julian Brandt. I don't quite know why he's done that. That should be 2-0 and game over, but as it stands, with just over half an hour to go, it's still only the one goal in it. Weiser. God, that was a heavy touch. So Weiser inside to Brandt. Golovin. Bender. Nice ball across here to Henriks. There we go in. Henriks through the gap. Turn. Volland! Straight at the keeper. Straight at the keeper. Nice ball. Looking for Gregorich, but Jonathan Tah is there. Cannot underestimate how important Jonathan Tah is to my defensive work here with this Leverkusen side. Every single game he plays out of his skin. Leon Bailey's done brilliantly to get on the end of that as well. And I have two people arriving at the back post. I'll look for one of them now. It's Julian Brandt. It's going to drop to Bellarabi. It's deflected and over the bar off Danso. Very, very nearly 2-0. Decent delivery. Volland with a flicked header. Comfortable for Benitez. Can't get this second. Heller. Nicely through the gap to Max. Cross comes in. And Sheba's keeps! Oh no. I try to get a second goal, but can't. And that is a tame header from Julian Sheba.
He's picked him out from that left-hand side. Wonderful delivery.
Really accurate cross.
He's
a fantastic header of the ball, and his marker stood no chance there.
It does. Oh, it takes forever to even decide to dive. Bernd Leno's made a mistake there. 1-1. Again. I cannot score a second goal to kill these games off at the minute. I guess it keeps everything entertaining. Havertz into Volland. Around the corner there to Aranguiz. He's just got to drive into the space. Aranguiz still going. Across here to Julian Brandt. Brandt! Don't you just love football, is what Martin Tyler says. I don't know, sometimes it's really bloody annoying, but I do love going 2-1 in front with 8 minutes to go. That's one thing I certainly love. His 5th goal of the Bundesliga season. Julian Brandt back in the starting lineup, back on the score sheet. Back with a bang, Julian, that's what we like. Brandt back with a bang, all the bees. Heller down the line looking for Sheba. Dragovic with him.
Now this looks promising.
I'm going to commit. I was in two minds there as to whether to lunge for it or not. In the end I did, and it was, well, initially a good decision. We'll see, if they score from the corner, then I'll hate myself. But no, we've been able to get it away from the second phase of play. Can they get something else? No, Jonathan Tarr will step in. Yep, no, I am now pleased with the decision to dive in. Turns out it was the right one. Talk about diving in. Bayer does that, and somehow the referee deems that not a foul. Although thankfully the man further forward, Scheiber, was offside. And we have just 30 seconds to go here between now and the end of the game. Are we about to win a game in the Bundesliga for the first time in 6 attempts? 7 attempts. Yes, we are. Thank you. Thank you very much. 3 points in the Bundesliga. Julian Brandt back with a bang. And now we can head into game number 3 and look to build yet again on that. And hopefully pick up back-to-back wins. Really is all the bees today.
Leipzig's lineup is this.
Leipzig's starting lineup. Galassi in goal. Halstenberg, Nuken, Upamecano at the centre-back. Sankin, Demmer, Bruma, Bruno. And then Timo Werner and... No, Pausen and Augustin up top. Is Werner on the bench? Werner's on the bench. It's not a very strong side, Leipzig, is it? Obviously without Naby Keita, who we moved to Liverpool for this save. That's... That's really not a very strong team. I thought they were better than that. Now that I've underestimated them, watch them beat me 3-0. Trying to keep up with him. He's so quick and he's strong too. Really powerful striker, Yusuf Pausen. Jonathan Tarr, really powerful centre-back, but too powerful on that occasion, and it'll be a free kick for Bruma to take. It's dinked in on Sander with a header. Wendell will get rid of it. Oh, Jeeps wasn't far away. Get there first. Well done, Leon. Let me run, Kev. Bailey's kept his run going, and Bailey's in behind. I should be able to have the space to work the angle to then shoots. Oh, and miss. He saved it. Replay players. Oh, dearie me. Bailey with the corner. Oh, Galassi saves again. How has he kept that out? Unbelievable. Free kick. Pretty long way out. They're doing the... You could probably hear it. They're doing the Icelandic chant in the back. You can't see it in the stand. But I'll try and time it with a free kick. It's headed towards the top corner. Unfortunately, it didn't go in. Bender. Aranguiz. Really got nicely to Folland.
Getting forward well as a team now.
Got the room really to work something here, Folland. So I'm going to have to go back with support. Brandt is there quickly. Folland this time. Oh, nicely done. Had to hit it early because the defender was with him. But hit it early he did. And find the back of the net he does too. Leverkusen 1, Leipzig 0. That was well worked actually. I tried to use Folland initially in the move there, but it just didn't have the space. Played it around, and it's really nicely hit as the defender was closing me down quickly. Outside the left foot. Back at net. 1-0.
Somebody in the crowd, maybe.
That wasn't a very good
Pausen.
but the referee has seen that they've
To
kept the ball.
Bruno.
And,
Comfortable
be
for
pleased to play on.
Aranguiz to steal it away from him. Nice turn by Brandt. It's completely sold the defender there, and there's so much space for Bellarabi to run into. With the pace of Bellarabi on one side and the pace of Leon Bailey on the other, they can't cope with me in those wide areas. That's 2-0. That should be game over, I hope. Bailey in there nicely to Folland. Stood up well by the defenders. There's Brandt. Looking for Folland again. Hit it early. Keeper saves this time. Oh, Bellarabi can't get there. Halstenberg with a good defensive clearance, but it is only a corner, and Folland can't get to that. And that'll be cleared by Upamecano. He stayed down there, Kevin Folland. Please don't. I've only just got Julian Brandt back. I can't now have you be injured. Halstenberg has gotten past me there. Weiser out of position. Timo Werner. I'd rather he was out wide than in the middle, so I'm quite happy for him to be there. Aranguiz can't win the ball back. Sanka to Kevin Campbell. Time running out here for... Oh, don't know where I've gone there. Now they've hit the post. At last, the opposition hits the woodwork against me, rather than me hitting the opposition against my woodwork. 22 minutes to play. Still 2-0. Fun and gets there. It's a nice first touch. Accelerates away well. Still going here, Kevin. It's a good tackle. And up. Bender. See how high they're pushing now, Leipzig, but it's going to cause them more problems than solutions. And Golovin has finished them off. 3-0 in the 84th minute. I haven't scored more than one goal in a game very often this season, but we are going to get back-to-back victories here. Very pleased that we're seemingly turning our form around. Started off with a draw, which wasn't the best, but to get 2 victories in 2 consecutive games here to end the episode off, after getting a win in the Cup yesterday as well, I'm really pleased. Hopefully, I mean, we've still been there or thereabouts with regards to the top of the table, or the top 4 at the very least, even with our run of games without a victory. No one else really has set the league alight. And you can kind of tell that by the fact that Bayern Munich started off horribly and then somehow, just 9 games in, we're top of the table. So it just shows you how inconsistent everyone else has been. I'm going to switch this. It was meant to go all the way across towards Kai Havertz, but it just picked someone else to play the pass to, unfortunately. And I get to that. Bender's done brilliantly. Nice Bender. Dead legs, but he's still somehow found the stamina to get to that. Holland will lay that back. Then look for Kai Havertz, who will cut inside and look for a 4th. Oh, it's the woodwork again, but with 10 seconds left on the clock, pretty sure. Oh, why has he ignored the ball, Julian? That's why the game wanted to blow the final whistle. Okay, I will take that. Thank you very much. Game over. Episode over. 2 victories. Where are we in the league? Wow, 10 shots each, 5 shots on target each. It's a very even game stat-wise, but we come away with a very one-sided result. Bayern pick up a win against Augsburg, so they will be there or thereabouts. We are top of the table. A single point clear, of Stuttgart and Dortmund. Then Bayern at a further point back with Hoffenheim and Bremen also locked on 21 points. Nuremberg could come up to 20 if they win their game in hand. So we're looking... Well, you can't really tell who's going to win the league at this point, can you? No one's really running away with it. You can kind of tell who's going to get relegated, though. Freiburg and Düsseldorf. Freiburg still yet to pick up a win. 2 points from 11 games. Rip. Freiburg going down, I think. Düsseldorf on 6 points after 12 games and looking pretty much doomed already as well as we approach the halfway point of the season. 17 games is the halfway point. We're well on our way towards that. Also, well on our way towards the January transfer window as well, which will be coming up in 2 or 3 episodes' time. But for now, that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. And I'll see you next time.